23 minutes past 7 is the time. We should tell you about the Duchess of Cambridge, who's urging people to document their lockdown experiences through photography. It's part of a project she's launched with the National Portrait Gallery.
There is 1 week left for people to submit their pictures, and 100 of the very best will feature in an online exhibition on the gallery website. Our royal correspondent Daniela Relf has been taking a look at some of the entries so far.
They are the images that reflect how we've all experienced lockdown. This is titled "Two Sleeping Colleagues Unmasked, the sheer exhaustion of NHS staff." Not being able to touch those you love is shown here, in an entry called "Glass Kisses." And celebrations and commemorations have been marked at a distance. There is still a week to submit your entries to the Hold Still exhibition, with a bit of encouragement from the patron of the National Portrait Gallery.
But it isn't too late to take part. So please take a moment to capture what life's like for you, because together I hope that we can build a lasting illustration of just how our country pulled together during the pandemic. I can't wait to share the final 100 images with you.
The photos submitted so far reflect the hope, fear and mood of a nation. The final 100 portraits shortlisted will be a snapshot, a gallery of the people of the UK in trying times. With many familiar scenes, this is simply called Working from Home. Daniela Relf, BBC News.
Right, let's look at one of those photos in more detail now. This one is called "Two Sleeping Colleagues Unmasked."
It's showing 2 nurses having a rest during their break at St George's Hospital in London.
Well, we can talk now to Jane Rowe, who took the picture, and also by those subjects in those photos, Sophie Jones and Rachel Gregorio. Good morning to you all. Now, Rachel and Sophie, and Rachel, good morning. Glad to see you're awake. And what we must say, actually, is because I was reading the brief, and anyone who thinks, oh, snapping them just while they were having a cheeky nap. This is one of your 2 half-hour breaks in a longer than 12-hour day. So I'm going to start by asking you, how are you both? How are you feeling? How are you doing?
We're all good, thank you.
Yeah, tired, but good. Yeah.
What's the shift involving today? You're in the hospital now, obviously, and you are colleagues. What's work involving at the moment?
So I'm just about to start a long day, and Rachel's just finished.
Just come off a night, so yeah, ready to go home soon.
And you're at St George's Hospital. What department are you working in? What area are you working in, and how? And what's the environment like there for you?
So we both work in general intensive care, but obviously since COVID, we've been sort of redeployed into loads of different areas in intensive care throughout the hospital, whether that will be our clean intensive cares, our COVID intensive cares, neuro, cardiac. We've been sort of all over the place, really.
We're having we can gaze at this. I mean, it's one of those lovely pictures. And Jane, this was your picture you took. Explain the moment. So how was it you were there? What was the scene?
Hello. I had come into the staff room and saw them both having a relaxing moment. Normally I'd see them very kind of like alert, frowny, hyper, like looking at patients and stuff, and they just looked so peaceful that I thought I should take a photograph of them. It felt safe. It felt that we were all enjoying their relaxation.
And when did you tell them that you'd taken the photograph and you'd submitted it and we were all going to look at it on national television? It was going to be entered as a photograph in an award competition.
Well, literally about 3 minutes after I took the photograph, their phone buzzers went, and we all normally put a 30-minute timer on our phones when we go on a break. Their phone buzzers went, they would just jump up and went off into PPE and patient care again.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Days ago.
Yeah, sorry, carry on, Jane.
10 days ago, I said to them I'd popped it on my Zoom virtual background, and I thought I was going to submit it to the National Portrait Gallery. So Rachel had known about it, and I'd said to Sophie, and it's only when the Duchess of Cambridge, God bless her, that she popped it on her Instagram feed that we realised that it had been noticed. So I phoned Sophie last Friday to let her know. And then yesterday you contacted us to say you wanted to do a thing on it. So it's been amazing.
Well, I'm glad we're doing a thing on it, because I think it's worth doing a thing on it sometimes, isn't it? You've got to do a thing on it. What have your colleagues said to you, guys, on the ward? What have they said to you about the image?
Oh, it's been... Everyone's been commenting and having a laugh at us and things. We didn't realise it would become a thing.
Yeah.
So we were quite taken aback at the moment.
Rachel and Sophie, I mean, what I will say, if we can see the picture again, what I will say about this is if anyone ever took a picture of me sleeping, I would never look so, one, peaceful, or I'd be dribbling and I'd have weird mouth expressions. It's not bad, is it? You could have looked worse.
I'm sure I don't normally look like that when I'm sleeping.
Yeah, I don't know how she captured that so well, but...
What have your parents said about it? Because you've only just recently joined, I mean, in the last year or so, haven't you, at St George's? What have your parents said? You know, they're thinking, look, really proud of our daughters, you know, doing brilliantly at work, working hard. Oh, here they are, having a nap.
I think normally, obviously, with the whole COVID situation especially, they are worried, but they are proud. So I think they might let me off just closing my eyes for a few minutes.
My mum thought it was hilarious. So she had no sympathy for me at all. She thought it was really funny.
And Jane, just tell us a little bit about, I mean, are you in the habit of taking photographs? I mean, is this a kind of, was that a one-off occasion for you?
No, I've been archiving some of our what we've been doing at work for a while. So our clinical director and our lead nurse has said, please could I take photographs when we've been moving patients, or we've opened a new area and stuff. So I have been permitted to take some photographs, but this was an unpermitted photograph. So I did check with Sophie and Rachel that I could take their picture after I'd taken it, obviously. I would have deleted it if they'd had any objections, but it was so peaceful.
And Sophie and Rachel, what you need to do is track down Jane when she's having a crafty kip and get a picture. And then if you do, you send it to us and we'll put it out. How's that? That's fair, isn't it?
That's very fair, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, well, look, enjoy yourselves. One of you's on shift, one of you's sleeping after the shift. Rachel, Sophie, it's been joyful talking to you, and good luck with the work. And Jane, well done with the picture. It's sparked a conversation. It's a good thing, as you described.
Thank you.